Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Jacksonville. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, easy. Route. Think right open.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run with Etienne. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Another tote for Etienne. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
11.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A handoff for Etienne. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Etienne once more. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
11.
Here's a give to Etienne. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They go play action with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. No score after one on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 30 yards. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Ravens first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing is Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 56 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The slot man in motion right. Right back to Dobbins on first. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Two minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Dobbins. There he goes left side. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 43 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play, and it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy, so that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
All right, let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is brought in at the 21. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
Best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Go.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Able to shake him off. And that's caught. Inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run here with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Jackson's going to try to sneak.
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A 3rd quarter now to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson. Jaguar pressure on a Jaguar sack.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
119 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Motion man left is Kirk.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, go.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Great job. Silver.
Back to the ground with ETN.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
All right, let's go.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Think right.
On play action, Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead. We're in this 4th quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 72 yards.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
On the move to his left. Fighting to stay upright. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 29. Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's first and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come up now on second down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now Jackson.
Flushed out right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First down, Ravens.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson.
Flush to his right. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here's 2nd down. Jackson.
Buying time to his left. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. I only watch Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah,